everyone, welcome to Gin and Gist. My name is KJ, and we are starting off a relationship series. So we have some special guests with us. Today's episode is called Relationships Are Ghetto. Special guests, do y'all want to introduce yourselves?
I can go. My name's Sylvester. I'm good friends with Preshy and KJ.
Okay, Pablo, whenever you're ready.
Oh no, I did not hear him. Hey, my name's Jordan. I'm from New York, and I know Preshy and KJ from college. I'm not sure who this other guy is, but hey, what's up to you?
Okay, well, let's do Sylvester, me, Jordan. We also call him Pablo, but Jordan. It's crazy because we all went to Howard, and you see how big campus is, but like we ran in the same circle, and y'all still don't know each other. So that's wild. That's real wild.
Crazy. And then Preshy, y'all know Preshy, but she refuses to introduce herself, I guess.
Hey y'all, I'm Preshy. Welcome to episode. I don't know what episode this is, but I think it's like 7, 8. But like KJ says, we're talking about relationships. This is our 3-part relationship series. Today's topic is relationships are ghetto. This is one of my favorite topics in the world, so I'm really excited to jump in. In true spirit of gin and gist fashion, what's everyone drinking today?
I got my I think this is like strawberry Moscato. It's one of those like $5.99 wines that be bomb. So if you haven't had it, try it out. Strawberry Moscato is lit.
They do the job. Sylvester, what are you drinking?
I gotta be a rebel, you know. I got some Patron and some juice, you know.
Hey,
Patron. Wow.
Patron
okay.
and juice. What time is it? Okay.
It is 4:21.
It's gin and existing, right? Come on now.
No, that's real.
Okay. Jordan, what you drinking?
I got gin and blueberries.
Oh, that's so classy. I don't think you're the first person to drink gin on this show, which is wild because it's literally called Gin and Gist. We be copping out. We need to start drinking hard liquor.
Hard, straight up hard liquor.
No, for real. I'll show y'all.
Preshy, what are you drinking?
My cup has a little bit of Pinot Noir and orange juice and vodka. I know that sounds nasty, but
yeah.
Okay. All right, jungle juice.
Yeah.
But it's like the perfect balance of everything that you need for a 421 shooting, you know? It's like I didn't want to get too lit. Just all right. Okay, so how's quarantine been going for y'all in regards to like relationships and stuff? Are y'all like cuffed in the house by yourself? Are you with bae? Like tell us, how's it going?
Sylvester?
Okay, not for real, I'm single, you know. I'm just focused on myself, you know, grinding. I mean, I'm open to meeting people, but I'm just single right now, you know, by myself.
So you're quarantined by yourself? Like, how's that? Like, are you in the house with your parents? Like,
yeah, I'm at home, living with my family, you know, just working at the hospital, stuff like that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Jordan?
I'm in the house cuffed, and that's been cool since like whenever they announced this whole little pandemic thing. Whenever that became a thing.
So, are you with your partner like in the house?
Yeah. So I live with like 2 other roommates, and
Okay.
we just in the house.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I like this because we got a single guy and a guy that's cuffed. KJ, what about you?
I'm in the house with bae, so yeah, that's been interesting. We spent a lot of time together, more than normal because I'm not going to work. Obviously, he's not going to work. So yeah, it's been interesting, but yeah, in the house, cuffed.
Okay.
How about you, Preshy?
I have been in the house single with my sister. It's been pretty cool. I mean, we're in like separate parts of the house. That sounds weird, but we're in separate parts of the house. But yeah, cuffed in the house single. It's been cool. No complaints. I low-key really enjoy being alone. I think quarantine,
gang. Tell you, bro. Singles away, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, okay. Well, yes. I don't know about it being the wave, but it's pretty cool. I don't mind being in the house alone. I don't mind spending time with myself. But yeah, no complaints thus far. Okay, well, Sylvester, you talk about single being lit. So what's so lit about being single? Because I want to know.
I mean, it's just like, I mean, I've had 3 exes, you know, so like, I'm
Three
not
exes in
totally
the
against.
span of how long?
Hey, you want me to put my business out there?
Uh-uh.
I'll be honest. I feel like 3 exes in like 2.5 years.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely not. I'm not opposed to relationships. You know, if the right person comes, I'm down for it. But just being single, just focusing on yourself. You know, just learning how to be by yourself, enjoying what you like. You know, I've kind of been enjoying that. You know, just being by myself. You know, learning what I like and the solitude, I guess. And the quarantine is kind of perfect now because you're just stuck by yourself, basically. So you got to go through it.
Okay. What about you, Jordan? What are some perks about being in a relationship that you've enjoyed from the quarantine?
Well, besides the obvious, because sometimes you're not gonna be completely bored, but you have a buddy, you have a drinking buddy, for instance, like you have this companionship. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like because I've lived with my boyfriend for years now, we already like know how to live together. It's such that like I get my personal space anyways. Like we're not always around each other. We're not always like in each other's business. So I feel like I still have like that, quarantine is still like very personal where I'm just like by myself. But at the same time, it's nice to like not just be living by myself completely because like even the single people on this call, y'all live with people. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally don't live with anyone except my boyfriend. So if I imagine like if I wasn't in a relationship, how bored I would be. Not to say that I'm not comfortable just being by myself, but like being by yourself for 3 months can be probably just like a little depressing. So yeah.
No, for sure. That's why I had to leave New Orleans. Like I was in my apartment by myself and like I had to switch scenes sometimes. I would go from my room to the bedroom just to get some variety. Like didn't matter how long I was on FaceTime for, like I was going mad. So I came to quarantine. My sister, she's also in the house by herself. So it worked out perfectly. And Sylvester, you have your brother, your mom, your sister, and you're African, so nobody will ever leave you alone. So there's that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about ride or dies. This is a topic that we wanted to talk about because it always comes up. Like, what is a ride or die? Are you a ride or die? So, what are your overall thoughts about being a ride or die, single and relationship perspective?
So, I know it's gonna be a little too dark, but like, if anyone watches like true crime every now and again,
love crime junkie.
You're gonna have at some point you're gonna have to ask. So if I was to like pull up after dinner and say someone is in the trunk, are you gonna help me or call the police? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna be mad?
Did you say at some point you have to ask? Like that's just something that you have to ask yourself.
All right, if you're gonna marry someone, would that not be pertinent information if someone would turn you into the police rather than help you?
I guess.
So, are you saying that if I'm in a relationship and I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm not a ride or die then. Because if you kill somebody and you bring you put the body in our car and you bring the body home and you ask me if I'm going to bury it for you, no, I'm not. You're going to prison.
That is an extreme example. I jumped to murder. Just say that like, I just say hide the money. Something like that.
Hide the money? No, that's money laundering.
Yeah, let's say hide the money.
I don't know.
So where'd it come from?
So what you're telling me is that you need to date a woman who would hypothetically hide the money for you and hide the body for you.
Do I have to date someone like that? No. But is it nice to know that? Yes.
No, I can respect that. Is it nice? Yeah, I can respect that. Yeah.
I think the funny part to me is that like it seems like on a date you would be like, oh hey, what's up? You know, what do you like to do? Like, okay, that's cool. So like if I came home with a dead body, like would you hide it from me? Like it feels like that's some kind of like interview question that you need to figure out in a relationship for that relationship to be solid. Is that true or false?
I mean, I'm in a relationship for like over 2 years, so like this sort of comes up organically. You kind of feel like
organically. Oh, okay.
Like, you ever watch enough true crime with your boyfriend? You'd be like, oh, that's where you went wrong, or something. Just
okay.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. It just comes up organically.
Obviously,
all right.
We're not like plotting to go murder somebody. That's a lot of effort.
Okay.
So that's no one's talking about that.
So I feel like you were talking about you basically want somebody who's gonna be down for you. Like worst case scenario, like somebody who's gonna like pull up on you. Like let's say you get arrested or like you need somebody to like, you know, cover for you, give you a cover story. You want to make sure that your girl is gonna ride for you, basically.
Yes.
That's it?
In some way, shape, or form.
Okay. What about you, Sylvester?
I feel like, let's say hypothetically my partner got like framed or she got like accused of a crime, right? If she really says she didn't do it and all the proof and evidence it points to her, but she really heart of heart says she really didn't do it, I will fight for her. I'll be ride or die in that situation.
So ride or die to y'all is just basically related to life or death. It's not related to like because
I mean
these are just very extreme scenarios, to be honest. When I think of ride or die, I'm thinking like, you know how when Remy Ma went to jail and Papoose held her down, when you know, like that's ride or die to me. Like somebody, if my man goes to prison and I hold him down, or if my man lost his job and I hold him down. Not if you kill somebody, I'll lie for you. That's
if you go to prison, I don't know, it depends. Like a lot of factors go into it. How long are you there? What was it for? If someone else might see me, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're saying that you don't know. But like someone that, like if you kill somebody, you know that you want her to cover for you.
No, I didn't answer that question. I didn't answer that. That was all Jordan. I didn't answer that question.
We're just trying to understand what ride or die to y'all means.
Okay. No, but basically, like ride or die for me, like it just is. I don't know. It's like that type of trust. Like you know, like that person got you. Like no matter like what life puts you through, like you know that person gonna be there for you. You know, like I know like you watch all the movies and TV and they dramatize it all. Like they'll put you through hell and all that. And they'll still be there, but like. Just having that safety net, it's kind of like it's a good feeling to know to have that safety net. Like Gucci and his girl, you know, she stayed. I forgot her name, but his current wife.
Keisha.
Yeah, she stayed when he was in jail. That's what people call like a real life ride or die, and he rewarded her for that. So that's what people want nowadays.
Or you ever seen Queen and Slim?
Yeah, Queen and Slim.
Something like that.
Okay. So y'all want that ghetto love. That's some ghetto love.
That was hectic, like hell.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I see what you guys are saying. I guess my version of ride or die is a little different in that, like, I be thinking about ride or die, like people that just, like their significant other puts them through a lot of mess. And, you know, and then at the end of the day, the guy is like, oh yeah, like 20 years later, he's like, oh yeah, this is my ride or die. Like back when I ain't have nothing, back when I was this, back when I was that, she was with me. Like, I'm just like, you don't get an award for like just troubling the hell out of your woman and then like she stays like that. that doesn't seem like a successful relationship to me. Like, I don't think that woman deserves any trophy. But I get what you're saying in that, like, you want someone that has your back. Like, obviously, I think that's a realistic thing in a relationship. Like, in terms of Jordan's question about, like, you know, you bring home some money, you're like, hide it for me, bro. I don't know about that. Like, we have to, like, I'm the type to ask a lot of questions. Like, I need to understand, where's this money coming from? If we hide it, who is looking for it? Like, I need a lot of context because I'm not about to put my life in danger. Yeah, that's the thing. Ride or die means that I'm ready to die for the cause, and I'm not. I'm honestly just not.
See, if it's a body, I'm gonna ask questions. If it's money, I got you straight. I got you if it's money.
Ebo men.
I'm hiding that
Ebo
money.
men.
But
I'll
you
hide that
like
money. I'll hide that money with you. Don't worry. If it's a body, I don't know.
Few questions. A question could be asked. You could have been like, it's self-defense. You didn't hear the whole story, but I get that. It's an extreme. That's an extreme example.
I'm not a ride or die. I would snitch on you. You go to jail. Like, I'm just, no.
Snitching. What happened? Mind your business.
what reason about my
You know,
business? I feel like if you're really a man, if you're really my man, then you need to be shielding me from anything that will cause harm.
We wouldn't put you in that situation.
So
I respect you.
So why would you even bring the dead body to me? Like, you don't got no friends. You don't have no, like, take it to your mother's house. I don't know what you want to do with it. Like, what am I supposed to do with it? Like, have I killed someone before? Like, I don't know. Then I'm Googling, like, how do we get rid of a body? Like, I don't know.
Well, don't do that. That's how you get caught.
I know you're never supposed to Google that part. I know. I've watched enough movies to know that. But I'm just saying, like, how am I supposed to know what to do with it? Why are you bringing it to me? Like, if anything, you should be shielding me from. If you're gonna go to prison, I shouldn't be coming with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's very true.
Yeah.
All right. So, in true spirit of things that we will not do and will do, let's talk about cheating, y'all. So, cheating to me is like, that's something we can do intersectionally with ride or die, because a lot of men cheat. And I say men specifically because women cheat smart. When women cheat, we cheat smart. And, you know, when a woman cheats, it's like really emotional because it takes a lot for a woman to cheat, right? All right, so let's talk about cheating. Why men cheat, why women cheat, so I don't discriminate, because I see y'all looking at me. Y'all are giving me the eye.
To be clear, both
genders. You said, bro.
What'd you say, Jordan?
I just want to say all cheating was bad.
I was like, all cheating's bad, but both do it the same amount. Let's be clear.
Yeah. I don't think I would say the same amount. I think it's much more common that men cheat. I just think women cheat better.
What does that
and
mean?
I also think it has more meaning if a woman, like, I think it's worse for a woman to cheat. And it's like, I'm going against my gender right now by saying that, but like, I think that if a woman cheats, 9 times out of 10, that relationship is over. Not even because the guy's not going to accept it, but because, like, the thing that pushed her to the extent of cheating in like a committed relationship, she's already gone. Like, I think that's just her way of emotionally disconnecting, or it's like physically disconnecting from the relationship that she probably is already emotionally disconnected from. But a guy cheating, I think a lot of the times we can equate that to just like, men will be men, you know, like whatever it is, whatever you say. But like, you know, I think a guy can still be in love with his girl. A guy can still want the relationship and cheat. And even make it a practice of cheating, like, you know, being like a full-on affair, and still be like, oh no, that's my girl. Like, you know, if anything, that's my girl. That's why you see people with like full-ass wives cheating on them, and they still want their marriage, but they can't let go of the person they're cheating with.
Say it louder.
I agree that when a woman cheat is more intentional, but I say that the reason why KJ is saying that women cheat smart is because that when men cheat, they're not smart. You people are not smart. You don't know how to lie. You don't know how to cover your tracks. And you just be cheating with anybody. Like, at least like when a woman cheats, I feel like the cheating is a little bit more intentional. Me, I don't know. But based on observations and like examples, I feel like the cheating is way more, it's like more planned out. You're probably fed up. Like, there are a lot more emotions than going through it. Guys, you go to Vegas for one weekend, somebody will dance in your lap, and all of a sudden you're having sex. Meanwhile, you've been in like a 5-year committed relationship. It's like there's no thought process to it because y'all have no self-control. That's what I think when I say men always get caught when they cheat. And that's why it seems like more men cheat more than women, because we find out quicker. Like, it's so hard to find out when a woman cheats because she's probably gone. Like, she's probably already exited out the relationship anyways.
Yeah. So, I guess, why do y'all think men cheat? Like, what from a guy's point of view, why would a man cheat?
It's 8 times out of 10 probably lust.
I mean, everyone has lust. Like, women, guys, like, women are not immune to lust. So
I know,
that's
like the reason why. All right, so like, most of the time when men want to cheat, it's usually just for like sexual purposes. Whereas when women cheat, like you said, it's more they leave you emotionally first, and then they cheat on you.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with men, it's just like they just want to have sex real quick and then come right back to the relationship.
I want to go have sex real quick. I go for a beach.
So let me make this a little bit juicy. Are y'all tolerant of cheating? Like, guys, if you're Sylvester, relax.
No,
why you
I was
face
so
so hard?
confused. They told her of who? Like,
Okay, so if your girl cheated on you, you done? Like, you're packing your bags and you gone? Like, what's the move, y'all?
if my girl cheated on me, she was never my girl to begin with. That's how it is. If
I
she
feel
was,
like it's so.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm being honest. This is how I feel. If another guy can take my girl away from me for a night, she's not really my girl. I just can't comprehend that for real. Like, that's just how I feel. Because I wouldn't do that to her. That's my opinion. I really wouldn't do that to her. So I would request the same the same action from me. That's it.
This is why we call him Loverboy, y'all. He's such a
Oh
lover
my
boy.
God. But I
What
thought I was
about
single.
you?
No, that makes perfect sense because, quite frankly, we're all grown adults here. If you want to go leave, go leave. No one's a prisoner here. You're not shackled to the relationship. So if you want to go over there real quick, go do that. If I'm still here afterwards, we'll find out after. But like,
Oh, I will not be here.
exactly. Like,
I will not be there.
What gives you the well, I guess that's if you know, right? Like, that's if you know that the person is cheating on you. But I
honestly,
feel like
pay
a
attention,
lot of the time, what'd you say?
I feel like if you pay attention and if you're as close with the person as you think you are, you would be able to tell.
Yeah, you'll know.
You'll know. Things will be different. First of all, you'll be like, where the hell are you half the time?
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's why we say girls are smarter. Because
I mean, KJ,
I've cheated
I
on someone before, right? I've cheated on
KJ,
someone
what?
before. I've cheated on someone before.
Oh.
And obviously since then I've matured. I've determined what caused me to cheat, and then made sure that I don't continue that in relationships. But I've cheated in a relationship before, and it's not hard to do from a guy. I think it's way harder for a guy to cheat on a girl. One, we pay attention to so much more stuff. Like, there's just so much more that I can see in a guy that is cheated on me than he can see in me. Like, I can consciously make you believe whatever I want you to believe. So there's no way you can tell me that, oh, I'm cheating on you. Like, even if you think something is off with me, you'll ask me, like, oh, am I okay? Like, is something emotionally wrong? Everything okay with school? Like, it won't be that you're like, oh, this girl cheated on me. Nah. I feel like girls we are way more conniving than that. Like, we can get away with it so much better. Because I mean, he didn't know until I wanted him to know.
are you sure? You sure you're not?
Yeah, no.
Are you sure you're not?
No, I mean,
saying the men, because like the world's a patriarchy, so clearly we did something. So you sure we're not like you might think you're good at getting the 50%, but like this is a good, like, you sure you can tell?
No, are you saying, like, am I sure as a woman I can tell that if a guy is cheating?
It's really like it's easier for you to notice if a man cheats or not. I still think we're good at it.
I think that's why more men get caught, right? Because
men get comfortable, and that's how they get caught.
That's kind of true.
Because you never catch them the first time. You catch them on like the 30th.
Okay, but this is the thing, right? If we're saying that women and men cheat, right? Can we all agree that men get caught more?
I think we can all agree that.
Okay, fine. I'll say that men get caught more.
Okay, so then what causes men to get caught more? You're saying it's comfort. Comfort or no comfort, the woman is probably still cheating and she's not getting caught. So obviously she knows how to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I see what you're saying in that, yeah. Like, I believe that there's times when a guy is cheating and you can't tell. Like, I agree that that's possible. I'm just saying, like, if you have a guy cheating and a girl cheating, the girl is probably cheating cleaner. Like, she's doing it in a better manner. Guys are messy cheating. Guys will cheat with a girl. Guys will cheat with a girl that the girl herself that you're cheated on can go back to your girlfriend and tell her, like, what the fuck? If I'm cheating with a guy, that guy, he cannot even communicate with my boyfriend. Like,
But
I'm
that's not even fair. I'm not gonna lie, that's not even fair. That's the way niggas work though. Like we wouldn't do that. Like we would never do that type shit. Girls would do that.
Who?
Like
Okay.
like your side nigga will never come to your boyfriend talking about some like I'm with your girl. Like I'm not gonna lie, that will rarely ever happen. But girls,
Exactly.
niggas are scared of that. For girls to go back and tell your girlfriend if you get them mad.
Because you don't strategically pick. I said this earlier. You don't strategically pick the women that you cheat with. You do not, because you literally don't think with your head. You think with your dick. Because like, if I were to cheat in my relationship, I'm not gonna cheat with somebody that's in a mutual circle of mine, or even somebody that's in the same city as me. To be honest, especially if you live in somewhere like the DMV or like New York, where like everybody hangs out in the same clique. Like I would go out of my way. Like I'm driving to Rochester to get some. Like, I'm going
You guys know how to cheat. You guys know how to cheat.
You really gotta be strategic. You gotta be strategic with your plans and your decisions.
No,
you
you want to get away with it, yeah.
I mean, I think that it takes a lot of effort for a woman to cheat, in my opinion. I think it takes it's more draining. Like, granted about the fact that like we're more emotional, all that other stuff, but it takes extra work because a woman is willing to work more in a relationship than a guy, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
At least from my experience, at the time when I cheated, I was done with the relationship. I was done, and I was like, by the time I evaluated it, I realized that it was only once, and I realized that it was a cry for help. Like, honestly, I was just trying to figure out a way to get out of the relationship without. I felt like if I broke up with the person, I would be like breaking their heart or whatever. And like momentarily I felt like, okay, if I do this, then like at least I've done something wrong, and like I know that he won't try to save the relationship. Like it'll just be over. It's a horrible way to go about it. I do not recommend to anyone.
Wait, so if you could go back, would you just break up with the guy and not cheat?
Yeah. I would just end it. I mean, I would have just ended it. I would have ended it before ever going to like the extent of cheating or anything like that. And if I had ended it, I wouldn't have even had sex with the person that I did have sex with, because it was just like, at that point I had been done with the relationship for months, actually, like emotionally checked out of the relationship for months. Probably physically checked out as well. I wasn't like doing nothing with the person anymore, and this was months before I cheated. So that's why I'm saying, like, Pablo, you'll say like, oh, the girl is changing, but by the time she's changing, she's not even cheating yet. Like, I'm not having sex with you anymore, and I'm not even cheating yet for months.
Okay.
So
I mean,
that.
Like a lot of people cheat because like they feel like they're being pushed out the relationship, or it's just not, the relationship isn't really worth it anymore, not with their time. I think that pushes a lot of people to cheat.
Anyways,
speaking of sex, I mean, I feel like cheating involves sex. I just threw that in there. So my friends and I always have this conversation about like body count and bodies. So how do y'all feel about guys who want girls with low body counts, or like want girls who haven't been around the block, but them, they have like 150 bodies? And personally, I don't think that body count matters as long as you are like, you don't have any STIs. Like, as long as you're being safe, and like, as long as I'm in a community, and then if I bring you around 5 girls, they can't all have slept with you, because that would bother my soul. But like, I feel like guys are like, y'all be fucking. Let me just keep it a buck. And then you'd be like, oh yeah, I want a girl who's a virgin or like has 3 bodies. How? Why?
Yeah, and I think just to tweak the question a little bit, like, I know a lot of modern age guys are gonna say like, oh, I don't care about her body count, but like, even if it's not the number, like the fact that, you know, like Jake, Adam, and Sam have all slept with this girl, like, you know, like just the mental aspect of knowing that your girl has probably been around the block a few times.
Well, look, I mean, like how Preshy said, if she brings a guy and all her friends, like let's say Brittany, Nicole, Jasmine, they all been with the guy, I mean, we'll feel the same way if all our friends were with the same girl. Like, that doesn't make sense in our head. That just doesn't feel right, you know?
Don't say you don't even know. Not that you know the people. Not that you
not that you know the people. Okay, if I
you just know that people exist. Yeah.
Okay, this for me. I don't want to know the number. It doesn't matter about the people, because for it's not even my business. Now, I mean, guys, they can if they know about a high number, like they can kind of see the girl as tainted, and that's kind of how.
Why?
Like,
that's my question. Why? How come you're not tainted?
That's society. I don't know how society works. That's just how we learned it. That's how we grew up in life. If a girl has that many bodies, she's tainted. If a guy has it, it's an accomplishment. I know it's not
That's
right.
crazy.
It's a double standard.
That's crazy.
We should work to change it. We should all work to change it. I can't do it by myself. I acknowledge it's wrong.
Yo.
But that's just how it is. I know it's wrong, but that's just how it is. You can only change it one person at a time for real.
So like I know there's two people. I know people who think like that. I know people who don't give a fuck about body count. And some guys are like, oh, that means she got practice. Bet there's less teaching involved. But you can bend in places and whatnot. That that's just how other people think. But if you're kind of grown, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. It's just a number. As a thing of respect, if you need to let me know if I'm next to one of these motherfuckers though. Like you don't just have me out here looking stupid, shaking hands like and tell me same thing. I assume the same thing would happen with like women. Like they'd be like, so you're just gonna let him hug up on you and you're not gonna tell me that there was something in the past. I feel like I would like no. The number doesn't really matter as long as you don't have like a STD or STI, because then you're gross.
No, and
because then you're what?
Because then you're gross. Like figure that out.
No, and here's one thing: no woman wants an unseasoned man. Y'all be looking at niggas who are virgins all types of ways. No woman wants an unseasoned man.
Facts.
I'm speaking the truth.
Facts.
I'm speaking the truth.
To the point when there's
no woman wants an unseasoned man. I'm telling you.
Nah, I think that's a generalization. First of all, how it is so hard to find a unseasoned man. Like, even when you go to church, like
where they at,
even,
no, they're
like,
out here.
really?
Here. I know a couple. Do
they look good? No, I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. I mean, because that's the thing, right?
Like not everyone can look like me. I'm sorry.
Okay,
anyway.
I'm just saying, like, for real, are they out here or do they look good? So no one wants an unseasoned man that's proud, that doesn't want to be taught anything, that doesn't want to listen. No one wants that. You know what I'm saying? No one wants an unseasoned man that thinks he's seasoned. But I mean, you will learn just like everyone else learned. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to be around the block 17 times to learn how to bend. Like, you know,
no, that's true.
And I feel like everybody's different. Everybody's body is different, and you gotta learn everybody's, like, as you accumulate the bodies, you have to learn, because Pablo's way of having sex is not the way Sylvester has sex, is not the way KJ has sex. Like, everybody is stimulated differently, so you gotta be like unseasoned. To me, is not really I feel like I don't even know what that means. Like, you can have 50 bodies and not know how to have sex. Like, that's a fact. Like, I don't think that's a secret. Huh?
How the hell you get 50 bodies?
I will hope he would know how to have sex. I will hope he does.
But I think her point is that you might, like, the 51st person comes and you still might not get them off. Like, you still, like, they might not be pleasured by your tradition.
No, but that's the guy's
fault. You've been doing.
They don't know what he's doing.
But do you get what I'm saying? See, this is another thing about egos. You have to learn the person that you're sleeping with. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Like, it's not the guy's fault. Yeah, it's the guy's fault if he's selfish, but I'm saying every person's body is different. Like, unseasoned is a
I meant
weird
it's the guy's fault for not learning. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But you gotta learn the person's body.
No, we have to want to learn the person's body. You can't force someone to learn the person's body. That's what I'm saying.
We're saying the same thing.
Okay, so why are you coming at evil people now? I thought you were my sister.
We're literally arguing about the same thing. Anyways, so speaking of that, what are some benefits that y'all have seen in regards to, like, being single and being in a relationship? Any advice you want to give the people before we log off about quarantine love and quarantine singleness? Anyone?
I mean, I had a wise friend told me that.
A what friend?
It's okay to just a wise friend.
I think you said a white
Wise.
friend.
I
I'm
thought you
like,
said a
Wise,
white
not
friend. I was like,
wise. She's very wise. Anyway, she
oh,
told me that for real, when you're getting to know someone, just enjoy the moment for real. Like, there's no need to rush into any relationship. Make sure you really like the person. Make sure you know yourself and what you want. Like, because to be honest, you cannot come and kill yourself just for love out here, because you don't know what all these people could be doing. So you just take your time for real.
okay.
yeah,
And it's okay to be single. It's okay to feel lonely once in a while when you're by yourself. Like, it's okay. It's life. We all go through it, you know.
yeah. I mean, I have similar advice even for people that are in relationships. Like, still take your time. Even in a relationship, especially as young people, I think in a relationship, as you grow, like I'm not the same person that my boyfriend got into a relationship with 3 years ago. So you still have to develop yourself. You still have to grow. And at times, there will be stages in your relationship where you're like, oh, this is where I am now. This is where he is. And you have to then reevaluate, like, are we still like compatible? Is this still something that we want to continue doing? Yeah, it just comes down to like not rushing your process. But yeah, and especially in quarantine, I think like taking your time, doing things separately, like especially if you're in a relationship, doing things separately, but then also doing things together. But yeah, just don't rush. I mean, we're all young. Ain't nobody in a rush. Gone are the days when we were like, yeah, we all getting married at 25. We got to have kids at 26. Then we go move into our house at 27. Yeah. I don't know about that anymore, but I mean, it might happen, but like, don't put yourself on a timetable or whatever.
I definitely agree with just being like enjoying being single. I think you learn so much about yourself, but also be open to new opportunities and new people. I don't know how that's going to be possible during quarantine season, but anyways, post quarantine, because don't get on those dating sites, y'all. They just trying to have sex with you. Don't do it. Don't do it. So definitely just be more open about being in a relationship. But in the meantime, just like learning to be by yourself and know yourself and appreciate all the things that I guess you didn't realize when the world was moving so fast. And yeah, that's my little advice.
If you're not happy by yourself, a relationship won't really fill that void. There's still be a little piece of you that's not fulfilled. So, just, like you guys have been saying, just take your time and figure out who you are, and then relationship will just, like make that tenfold and be happier.
Okay. That was like a very spiritual. He said, if you don't love yourself, nobody can finna love you.
If you have a void, that shit is just gonna get larger and larger and larger.
So thank you guys for joining us today for our first part in our relationships are ghetto. Thank you, Sylvester. Thank you, Jordan, aka Pablo, for being with us. Yeah, KJ, any last words? Do y'all have anything to say?
No, I don't got nothing to say. Oh, I wanted to give Sylvester a little Sylvester, aka Ikenna, because I think he's trying to be with the culture or whatever. He's evil.
Right.
He's single. Get at him, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Entries are open in his DMs. So Pablo is off limits.
They're gonna put my IG down below. Follow. You know.
Okay. Preshy is also single and
single and not
for suitors. You can, if you're trying to get with her, come through me because her DMs are closed actually. So
I see you are looking. Don't worry, you are looking. Don't worry.
No, I'm looking for her. I'm gonna sift through them first, and then when we get like the final 5%, then I'll pass them along.
And they gotta be in the same state as me. No long distances.
Yeah, wait, so for right now, that's not ATL. Actually, we're not even looking for no ATL niggas. Thank you so much for your entries. You're dismissed. New York, surrounding boroughs, maybe New Jersey. You don't even want a New Jersey?
You don't want no one from New Jersey.
No, you don't. You need a guy that you can take one train to. One train.
When I tell y'all this girl is too picky, bruh, I feel like New Jersey is just right there. Like, we can... Anyways,
tired of her. All right, y'all. See y'all in our next episode in our relationship series. Bye.
Right, bye.